You're talking about a deceitful and highly discredited so-called journalist who's made a profession of peddling hoaxes time and time again.
There is a lot to be said about this clip. Like, first off, Pete Hegseth is clearly an angry drunk. But more importantly, how do you call something a hoax after it has been confirmed by the White House? But he answers that question very clearly in this part.
Include the hoaxes of Russia, or the fine people on both sides hoax, or suckers and losers hoax. So this is the guy that peddles in garbage.
I'm sorry, the both sides hoax? Did that all of a sudden not happen? We saw it on live TV. What he's making clear here is that anything negative, any criticism directed towards him is just a hoax. These things happened, and this should make everyone take a step back and say, wait a minute, if he's calling these things that happened a hoax, what else are they lying about? What else did they call a hoax that maybe actually happened? And if your reaction to my saying that is, oh, you're just blowing this out of proportion, well then guess what? You clearly don't question government. In fact, you do quite the opposite. Now, the left has been saying for a long time that America controls the global economy through finance, capital, and energy, specifically oil. And here we see exactly that. Notice how they're talking about minimizing the risk to oil fields, not civilians. In fact, listen carefully to what Pete Hegseth says here.
I would love to comment on the Houthi campaign because of the skill and courage of our troops. I've monitored it very closely from the beginning. And you see, we've been managing 4 years of deferred maintenance under the Trump administration. Our troops, our sailors were getting shot at as targets. Our ships couldn't sail through. And when they did shoot back, it was purely defensively or at shacks in Yemen.
It was purely defensive or at shacks. I'm sorry, do civilians not live in shacks? Oh, I see. It wouldn't matter if there were civilians in there because they're shacks and they would be poor. Capitalism functions off of imperialism. It is global. All the countries are brands. They're like corporations fighting over the market, the global market. When the right thinks about capitalism, all they think about is the little mom and pop stores and the little neighborhood market competition. But that's just there to sustain the military industrial complex. That is capitalism. We are just the slaves at the bottom of the ship rowing the boat. No war but the class war.